All right, guys, welcome back to the shop. So next up, we're going to start working on the trim. I'm going to start here on the kitchen cabinet, and this and all of the cabinets are going to get trimmed out with this awesome looking Babinga. I really like the way this looks, and it's going to offset the white cabinets that are in that room. I did a little mock-up piece on the other cabinets. I'll flip this around and show you kind of so you can see how it's going to go together, but that was just some scrap walnut I had in here, so it will be Babinga for the final. So let me turn that camera and I'll show you what's going on the cabinet side. Okay, so like I said, this is just some scrap walnut that I had in the shop that I put on here, and I went ahead and marked what sizes were going to be for the verticals and which ones were going to be for the horizontals. It'll all be milled down to 3/4, but again, this will be all in Babinga.
So as usual, it all starts off with milling the lumber. In this case, I rough cut some stock well oversized before starting the milling process. There was a lot of tension in this wood, so it just made it much easier to get some more manageable sizes. It also allowed me to maintain as much thickness as I needed from these 4/4 boards. Ultimately, I'm shooting for 3/4 inch final thickness. But you can see there's a lot of flattening to be done. These were all milled pretty much in the same way I do in nearly every project. I get one face flat at the joiner as well as one squared up edge, and then I flatten the other face at the planer and then rip to final width at the table saw.
All right, so there's the first dry fit. I'm happy with it, and I've also marked for all the domino locations. So that's what I'm going to do next is take this all apart, go ahead and put the dominoes in for this frame, and get it glued up.
I know there's a lot of domino haters out there, but since I have it, I'm going to use it. And this was the perfect place to use it. I needed to leave a bit of a reveal around this cabinet for some much better looking 1/4 inch ply that will be added later. For what it's worth, I'm sure you'll see some pocket holes used at some point in this project as well. So this is a very sped up version of me putting this face frame together as well as mounting it to the cabinet. I knew that the case was square, but rather than fussing around with the frame and hoping the dominoes would line up later, I decided to just mount the frame to the case. This way, any imperfections would be completely hidden. I did check it for square, and it's dead on. I should also note that I used 8x40 dominoes for this, and I set the depth on the frame to 12 millimeters and the depth on the case at 28 millimeters to maximize the full length of that particular domino. So I noticed as I was clamping this all up that the extra that I allowed for that future plywood was creating me a couple of issues with the clamps because of the ones that I had on the frame. When I tried to put the other clamps on, they were pulling to the outside. I didn't have the room that I needed. So I had to readjust the clamps a couple of times to get good downward pressure on that face frame to make sure that it all pulled in tightly to the case. But it all paid off in the end, and it came out just as I had hoped it would. That's a lot of clamps, though.
All right, so I wanted to take off and start mocking up the doors for this, but to do that, I needed to settle on edge profiles. So I mocked up some very rough door setups, and my wife wasn't quite happy with any of them, so I've ordered a couple of more bit sets, and we'll come up with something. But I have plenty to do to keep me busy, so I'm going to move back over to the big cabinets here and start getting what trim I can get up on that. Let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what we're going to do. So as I said a couple of days ago, I mocked this stuff up and that gave us the sizes that we wanted. So now it's just a matter of doing all the milling and getting this stock ready to go. When we take this into the house, each section will go in its own. So this actually allows me to do a little bit of the trim work and just get it prepped for now. For instance, if I was working on this top section, I know that I can cut this piece at this dimension and I can lay out for the dominoes, but just not glue it in. And with this whole thing put together, once these are in, then technically I can measure for these centers and I can put those on as well. So just a long session of milling. I'll show you a picture of the lumber we're going to use. Again, it's all Babinga, not this walnut that's on here. We're going to do it in Babinga, but I'll show you that. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day today probably milling lumber.
As I milled this lumber, once again, I noticed a great deal of tension in the wood. Once it was all milled oversized, I let it sit for the night just in case. As luck would have it, 2 of the 4 long rails moved to a point that they weren't usable for those parts and had to be remade. Also, as you see, the height of this cabinet really makes it tough to do projects like this in my shop. That's one of the downsides to 8-foot ceilings, but I also don't do a lot of large projects like this either. Ultimately, the piece fit on just like it was supposed to. I left them long so that I can trim them later after I get it scribed to the outer frame, but I can't do that until the stuff in the house is done and I can move this in.
Okay, so this is about as far as I can take this for right now until I get it in the house and get it scribed to the wall. Unfortunately, the stuff in the house isn't quite ready for this to go in, so I'm a little bit of a holding pattern here. All of the rails are not glued on, they're just dominoed in place. However, all the stiles, they are nailed in place and ready to go, but each section will come apart and go in the house in a section, and then I'll build up and do the outside frame. So I may mess around with making a few of the drawers and some things like that, but I don't want to add a bunch of weight to this to get it into the house. It's already going to be heavy enough. So stand by. I don't know what's next.
Well, you certainly take advantage when some unexpected help shows up. I got the cabinets installed and trimmed out. Unfortunately, I didn't get it filmed. I was completely unprepared for that help, so but I had to take advantage of it. Nothing real crazy or funky here. Just got the cabinets in, got them leveled. The trim is glued and pin nailed on and should hold up just fine. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. When we get after it again, I'll start working on some of those drawers and the pullouts and some of the unique stuff, and I will be better prepared in the future. So until next time, guys, take care.